So, you've got a diagnosis, and now you're trying to understand what's next. These are the questions you may want to ask about your illness. Is there a cure for this illness? Does it go into remission? Or is it a long-term illness that I'll need constant treatment and medications for? How many different kinds of treatments and medications are available for this illness? Does this reduce my lifespan? How many other specialists or doctors may I need to see to help me manage this illness or chronic disease? How long does it take to recover from any surgeries or treatments that I may be having? Or what kind of length of time should I be expecting to be on medication? What are the side effects of all of these going to be? What are the healing times of any surgeries going to be? How long does it take to recover if I can from this? Where can I go to find good information or research about this disease? Are there any comorbidities with this disease? And what are those symptoms or illnesses going to be like? What's the pain level like? What does an acute crisis stage look like for this disease? What will I be experiencing? How do I cope with the symptoms, the flare-ups? If my pain gets too bad, at what point do I go to the emergency department, or when do I call you? What symptoms should I watch for that may be a sign that things are getting worse? Are there any clinical trials I can get involved in? Can I bring somebody with me to my next appointment? And I wouldn't recommend at this point asking if you can record it like I did, because that didn't go down very well. I understand why now, but I only did it because I wanted to remember what had been said, because I was in so much pain and I was having so much difficulty remembering things that I just couldn't do that. Anyway, don't do that. Might not go down so well. What lifestyle changes, if any, can I be making? Should I be changing my eating habits? What about workload, family commitments, or stresses that I may have? How do I set my home up for more comfort or mobility? What equipment might I need at the home? Will this medication or illness interact with any other things that I'm taking? When I have more questions, and I'm sure I will, what's the best way for me to be able to contact you? Now, once you've asked these questions, you may also be wanting to look at ordering copies of anything that they've got that they can send you or you can get copies of. You may want to be getting a second opinion or looking for a doctor or a surgeon or treatments that might be more in line with how you want to manage your own health. These may not be in the country that you live in, or they may not be close by to you. So you may have to start looking at how you could get that treatment, how long it would take, how much the cost would be. Do you have to travel? Or can you just get samples, do tests done and send them back to the laboratories? You may want to look for a functional health doctor. And there's a difference between a standard family doctor and a functional health doctor. A functional health doctor will also be a fully qualified MD, and usually with an awful lot of years of experience under their belt. So he's going to look at your body as a whole, not just as one disease. How your body has been coping over the years. They'll ask you many more questions around your illness and start to find out how long you've been suffering with symptoms, when they first started, things like that. You may get some of that with your family doctor, but you may not. If you can afford to pay for a functional health doctor, I really think it might be worth doing. They definitely have more time, or you pay them for the time to help you with your illness. And you may need that. Your illness isn't well understood, or it's unusual. They've been struggling to understand why your symptoms are showing up the way they are. If there's any abnormalities in the way you're responding to anything, then you may want to be considering that. See you in the next video. Sending you all my best wishes.